Hi, my loves. How are we doing? All right. I haven't done this in a while, but I'm going to do a twin flame update just to see what's going on between you and your person. And per usual, hi, I go long and detailed for a reason. So if none of this applies to you, sits right with you, you don't want to hear what I have to say, that is okay. I will return some other time, okay? And of course, if you're, not affiliated with the twin flame journey or you don't feel like you're in one, no point in watching. That is completely okay, all right? But the one thing I wanted to talk about, because I've noticed energetically recently, a lot of masculines have been pulling their energy back, okay? So to really note this, you're reading, even if you're in a no contact, phase with your person, you may not be feeling them as much energetically. But what's interesting, though, is I feel like there is a calmness kind of going around with the feminines. I don't feel like the feminines, and again, I'll break everything down, but I don't think you're like tripping over what your person's up to or whatever they're doing. It's kind of like I'm getting that, saying, this ain't my first rodeo. Makes me curious if you've been split up or been in separation with your person for at least 2 years is kind of what I'm getting. It's like not my first rodeo. Your person's clearly, even energetically, has done this before. You're used to them kind of pulling away, and now you're not like phased about it anymore, which makes me curious you didn't just go through a fresh breakup with your person. Okay, obviously this collective, you would be very aware again of the twin flame journey and how it works and how it operates, and now I feel like this collective, you're kind of like, okay, they pull back, so what? But I'm going to see why for this collective, why your person's pulling back, because sometimes, a lot of times, I see this when masculines really pull back their energy, guess what's going to happen? Something's going to shoot right over, okay? But I just want to confirm the overall energy. Okay. Wow, I got clingy and then guidance, trusting the signs. Holding on, won't let go. Trust the signs, your spirit guides and angels are supporting you during this time right there. But then there's that reconciliation and then awakening. Oh, no wonder you're calm. I think maybe your person's going through, but sign right there. I feel there's a reason I said this is not my first rodeo talking about this collective. You could have been in the past very much been the one of heavily the chaser, doing that. Oh my gosh, what are they doing? I don't feel my person. Are they seeing somebody else? Like you're like not doing that. I feel like, again, I think you're the one that's holding this guidance up. I'm trusting it. And I think you're also being guided to trust the signs as well. But again, I feel like I'm hearing I'm cool as a cucumber. I'm not. But let me see what else. Why are they falling down? Okay, and then I got manifesting, and then competition, eyes on another, and then multiple options right there. Maybe this collective, maybe you're really not that fixated on this person right now, but I also think that you are very understanding or very aware of how manifesting works, how manifestations work. And it's detached, it's not yours, especially if it's not saying it's not yours in the 5D, but if it's not yours in 3D, it's not yours. But yeah, change. Everything is, big changes are coming. Trust the process. You are trusting the process. But I feel like there is, maybe, I'm hearing both for this competition. Maybe for some of you, this collective, you're starting to maybe see other people or wanting to get yourself back out there. Maybe that's another reason you're not too phased. But I'm also hearing with that clinginess, I felt like there has been a situation between where this person's always puts you in competition with other people. Does that make sense? Or you always felt like you were in competition for your person's heart. I don't think you're doing that anymore. Relax, are you kidding me? That's this collective, what I've been talking about. But then I got temptation right there. That's why I feel like what is really happening, to note this, Shireen, again, like this Shireen so far, when it comes to your twin, I feel like you're very like, about what's happening. Not that you're giving the middle finger to your person, but you're not pushing them away either. You're trusting the process, which is very rare. I'm going to be honest. I tap into feminines like this. And I think the test is to see what that temptation is. Are you going to fold? Are you going to go back to hyperventilating and puking to see what your person's up to and stalking their socials? But I also feel like with that temptation as well, there is something coming towards you as well. Oh, wow. I got water and fire immediately popped out. So I got water sign, fire sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then I also got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be you, could be this person also as well. There's with that fire energy, even if that's not... Okay, new perspective and then retreat right here, which again, that's what this collective is doing. You're kind of being asked right now, which again, I think you already are doing, is to kind of be open-minded, be understanding of what's going on in the situation. If I were to really take a firm grip on what is going on, I think your person's going through some form of awakening on whatever that is. And again, I'll tap into that. But with that fire energy I was talking about, there is some form of action. I just said, like, a lot of times I see this when masculines really take back their energy, it like ricochets right back towards you. And that's what, let me confirm that fire sign. And then, okay, I got deception, lies, wearing a mask, and secrets. And then I got dreams right here. Pay attention to your dreams. There is something, this collective, you're being tested right now, but you're not folding, which good for you. Obviously, with, you know, with this deception, there could have very much been some form of deception in the past, especially if this person has never really apologized, took accountability. It's never, the situation's never really been confronted, okay? Especially with that competition, if you've always felt like you were in competition for your person's heart and all that sort of stuff. But I'm also kind of hearing, there's a reason of this temptation's coming up. You could be getting some weird dreams about your person too. And I always say sometimes, when it comes to, like, you know, angel numbers, signs, synchronicities, dreams, whatever the case is, sometimes the universe, your guides, will play tricks on you to see if you're going to fold on certain things. This collective, I don't think you're budging. I really don't. Maybe you are getting some messed up dreams, like, for example, like your person's cheating on you or they're seeing somebody else. How are you going to react? And you're waking up going, I don't care. Again, first rodeo. You've been there. Not my first rodeo. You've been there before. Or I'm hearing the opposite. You could be getting, again, I'm getting like your mind is playing tricks on you. You could be getting dreams of maybe the opposite. You and your person getting married or do maybe a little too happily ever after. And you're kind of like, I'm not buying it. But I feel like for a majority of you, you're getting like maybe nightmarish dreams about your person. Maybe something chaotic and horrible. And you're like, I'm not tripping about it. And it's to see how you're going to react, which this happens a lot to twins. I know, but I keep doing this. What is this fire energy? It's really, and then distance, physical distance, and then emotional distance right there. But this could be a sign to you, or this person could live at a physical distance from each other, but clearly there's some emotional distance, definitely. And I feel like something's coming in from the distance also as well. Interesting. But yeah, I feel like again, this Irene, you're very aware that you are kind of being challenged to look at things a little bit differently. You already are. You're not bothered by it. You're not doing the, oh my God, what is my person up to? Oh my gosh, they're a POS. You're not doing that. Okay, I got a weird, funny dream that they're off with. Okay, I just feel like this collective truly are cool as a cucumber right now. You are not bothered, which makes me curious, especially what's about to be flinged towards you, is this person it just hit me. There's some things going on in the background about your person you're not aware about and you're not supposed to be really known about. And that's why maybe you're getting funky little dreams right now. It's all an illusion. Oh gosh, why did I put those cards up? Why do I do this? But yeah, okay, yeah, with this deception secrets, I'm kind of hearing like your guys are keeping this a secret from you. There's some things your person's dealing with when it comes to facing their emotions with the water sign about you. Even if water's not part of one of your guys' charts, that's the energy it's provided here. You're not supposed to know about. Oh, they're going to play in you got a big surprise coming. I can tell you that right now. Let me kind of confirm that as far as the surprise. Extroverted and rejection, needing to talk. Oh, somebody's scared. That's what I'm saying. You have no idea what it is coming out of this.